I will be vibe coding. I want to make a stopwatch that's simple and almost immediately tangible. I want something I can use immediately. So I've already prompted Claude on the current highest model, which was Opus 4.1, and I've pasted what it returned into my Claude MD file that I've created here at the top of my folder. And I'll just go over this. It's right now saying the tech stack needed is either Bash, such as macOS built-in, and tools needed is just the shell, no external dependencies. Commands use date, read, trapped, all built in. The main steps to build is creating a script file. We need to write a shell script that captures the start time using date, set up a trap handler for the Ctrl+C signal, and use a read loop to wait for the exit input. And I'm going to need, since it's a stopwatch, I'm going to need a handle time calculation. It will be calculating elapsed seconds between start and stop, convert seconds to formatted output, and it should be globally accessible. So it will add some permissions to make this globally accessible. Either add, I would like to edit this a tiny bit. I would like to add my script location to path, add script location to path, and I'll name it stopwatch for global access. And then user feedback will be stopwatch started, and it shows the formatted elapsed time on exit and a clean exit regardless of stop method. So that is my Claude.md that I'm going to use to vibe code and create a stopwatch that I will continue expanding on, but this is something I just want to have as soon as possible. So I'll let it read the file, and so it's read it. Start the progress, and for number 8, I will be updating path. There we go. Let's see what it does. Definitely will not let it run on its own. I will be micromanaging it. So it's up, it's to-dos. I'll expand that a tiny bit. So it's creating an initial file, and it has a lot going on here. Let me move the panel to the top, and let's see what we've got here. I want to read this. So this is our file. It's calling it stopwatch, and stopwatch started, type exit to stop or press Ctrl+C, capture start time. Let's do my date in seconds, and I've got a function here that ends on line 20, show elapsed. So end time is where we are right now. Elapsed is end minus our start. Convert, it does some math to convert that, and then it puts it into hours, minutes, and seconds, separated by semicolons. And then I'm not sure what this line does. I definitely want to understand it. Let's see what this is here. While true, it's beautiful. Do read, we're reading input until we read for exit, and then we do show elapsed, and then we break. So our trap is specifically for Ctrl+C, and then it's doing a exit. Let me copy this and ask ChatGPT, or I could ask Claude, that's all right. What is this command? This is a higher model, whereas my Claude code is using the Sonnet. The trap command explained what it does, caches the Ctrl+C, catches the Ctrl+C signal and runs custom commands instead of just killing the script. Let me look at that again. Catches Ctrl+C and runs custom commands instead of just killing the script. Trap, it's echo, show elapsed, exit 0. Commands to run through when Ctrl+C is pressed. Echo prints a blank line for cleaner output. Show elapsed, calls the function. Okay. Exit 0, exit the script cleanly, 0 for success. Int, the signal name. Interrupt is equal to Ctrl+C. Oh, without the trap, yeah, okay. So that's cool. So if it's Ctrl+C, it's calling our function. If it's the text exit, it's calling our function, and then we break out of here to stop our loop. And here, if this one gets called, we are just doing a clean exit. Cool, 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 cool. I like it, I like it. I'm happy to make that edit. And let me move this over so you can see. There we go. Okay, what's it doing now? Bash chmod plus X on my file, stopwatch. Okay, I'm sure that is wonderful, but I do want to see what this command does. I'm going to copy it. I will go back into code. What does this command do to the file? What it does is make a file executable. Oh, turns it from a text file into a program you can run. Breaking it down, change mode modifies file permissions plus X as executable permission. Before, it was just a text file, and you'd have to run it with bash stopwatch. Can't run it directly. After adding that permission, your file becomes a program, and you can run it directly with /stopwatch. The system knows it's allowed to execute this file. An analogy, it's the difference between a Word document. Okay, got it. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. What's next? Done. The stopwatch script is complete and executable, includes all the features. The script is ready for you to add to your path global access. Cool. How do I add this to my path for global access? Give me the concise steps. I keep telling it to give me concise steps because I hate when it rambles. I just prefer the less fluffy words as possible. Okay, it's telling me to check my shell and edit my shell profile. Add the path line, reload the shell. Cool. Open up my terminal and do echo shell. I am bin zsh, so I will do a nano zshrc. Okay, and it's empty apparently. I've never set a path. Coolio. Just copy that. Some key bindings I'll go to terminal by default are handled by Visual Studio Code. Sure. Okay. Since my file name is stopwatch, that's why stopwatch will work anywhere. Let's exit. This is gonna be fun, isn't it? Ooh, I'm able to exit. Yeah. All right, let's restart terminal, and then stopwatch. What about just stopwatch? Terminal would like to access files in your documents folder. Allow. Stopwatch started. Type exit or press Ctrl+C. Oh my god, it's working. So let me just let it run for a little bit, and let's think about what I'm going to be doing next. So this was my part 1. Part 2, I will replace the entire plot.md, but right now I'm just going to add it at the bottom. For now, I will replace it so it doesn't get confused in the future. So my part 2 is going to be, I want it to be an Excel file, or like the Mac equivalent of an Excel file, so like a numbers file. An Excel numbers file that has a simple log, like date and time, and time elapsed total per each session. That for each session, it will add onto an Excel numbers file that has simple log, date and time elapsed total. If the file doesn't exist, create it. Otherwise, just append to the bottom. Just append to the bottom without overriding the previous appends. So I just want to be able to see it, how much time I've done in a file. That would be my second part. I want to keep things very limited to be able to add onto it slowly. I don't want to get clogged too much so it gets hallucinating and doing a bunch of things I'm not asking it to do. The smaller the scope, the better. Cloud will work for sure. So let's see. That's going to be my part 2. And let's quit this. I'll type it out. I'll type out exit. Oh my gosh, it's been running for 2 minutes and 52 seconds. I did it. So proud. We completed some vibe coding today.